Take 4, guys. This is the first time I'm trying to make this video, and it is so hard to make this video simply because I don't know, we have to go way back in order for you guys to understand what's going on. So today we went to our last foster meeting. We didn't see that one coming. We went to the meeting and thinking, okay, this will be our last meeting. After this meeting, we're supposed to start the course because there's an initial course you have to take with not first aid, but the CPR and all these things. And we thought today would be our last meeting before we start with the very important and serious courses. So we went there, and they told us that unfortunately, after they talked to their supervisor or manager, or whatever the hell they are, they decided that we shouldn't be fostering. Say what? I was like, in my head, I thought, what did I just hear? Are you kidding me? We are not eligible? So anyway, let's go back, guys, and I'll explain to you why they made this decision. And I am not as sad as I thought I would be. I am quite upset. I am quite angry, but I will let you know why I feel this way. Way back when we started with this whole fostering process, we decided, because we didn't know, we applied for both fostering and adoption. It's 2 different departments, but those 2 departments, they work together. Anybody who try to adopt through the government, these people, they work with the people that are doing the fostering, because who are you going to adopt when you go through the government? It's those kids leaving the foster homes. They are, ready to be adopted. So those are the kids, the people from adoption, they will take from this pool. So anyway, I didn't think that they would know, and I didn't care because we were not doing anything wrong. We just thought, fostering might take a shorter time to start fostering, and adoption can take 5, 10 years, 6 years, 3 years. We still don't know how long it would take. So we said, because of my age, my husband's age, so let's go ahead and do this while we can. We didn't want to wait a long time until we start get the ball rolling. So we quickly found out when we went to our first meeting with the foster people. They told us, well, we found out that you also applied for adoption. So we said yes. We explained that we were trying to conceive. We went for IVF. We didn't go through with it, and we decided we will adopt. And meanwhile, we would foster until, when we adopt. And if we have the chance to adopt, we can still fostering if it's possible. So they looked at it from the very beginning as a red flag, that we were not ready to foster. We were more ready to adopt, because that's what they don't want to see. They want to see somebody that is completely disconnected, emotionally disconnected from having this kid. You're gonna have this kid in your house as your own child. That's not what they want. They want somebody. I think I told them one day, I said to them, if you are looking for a robot, somebody who's gonna come and pick up that child, is gonna raise them, and was gonna say, okay, you want to come and get that child, fine, come and pick it up. I'm ready for this child to leave my house. I said, that is not us. We are human beings with emotions, with feelings. If we have a child through fostering, we will help raising the child the way we raise our kids. But at the same time, when it comes time for the child to go, we will feel sad. We will miss the child. We're not robots. It's not to bring them here and when anytime you come and pick them up, we're gonna forget all about them. So we were as honest as we could be, and I don't regret any of it because that's what we go by. I teach my kids, if you tell the truth, you will never have to remember anything. If you say the way it is, then next time somebody talk to you about the same thing, you will not have any problem, remembering because you didn't lie. So we were as honest as we could with those people. So everything was going smoothly. We were going back and forth. They come to our house. They looked at our house to see if we have enough place for another child, and everything was going nice. But what I found, my experience with these social workers, and I said that from the beginning. I said to my husband is the kind of person who talks and talks and talks and talks and talks about anything and everything. And I remember I told him, when you go to these meetings, these people, they are not there to solve your problem. They're not there to feel compassionate about what you have to say. They are looking for every single little things you saying, you're doing. They just looking to see if you are fit, or if you'll be able to take care of any foster child. So I go there, they ask me a question, I answer the question. I don't have to go give any more details than they need to. So anyway, we went there a few times, at least 10 meetings we had. We had meetings at 9 o'clock in the morning, at 8 o'clock in the morning. Anytime they wanted us there, we were very open and flexible. I think it was 2 weeks ago, they wanted to meet our kids without us in the room, and we were fine with it. The kids, the boys, they were a little bit stressed out, and I told them, don't be stressed out about anything. They're gonna talk to you about anything. We didn't lie. So if you don't lie, then you don't have to know what we said, because everything we said was true. So you go there, anything they ask you, don't think about what mom or dad said. Answer with your heart, because you're not gonna go wrong with your heart. So that's what they did. And today we went, the social workers, they were complimenting us on how nice and polite our kids were and all that. And they told us they talked to their supervisor or superintendent, whoever, and they talked about the age we wanted. The last meeting we went to, they told us that they will let us foster kids that are at school, like school-age kids. But when we applied to do fostering, I asked 0 to 3, because we have 2 kids. They are incredibly busy, and we are busy helping them out, be there with them. And we thought, because the kids are so busy, we don't want to have another child where we would have to do the homework, taking them to school, and having to take the kids to meetings with parents and with social workers. It's a lot of work. So I specifically asked them to have toddlers, because for us, for now, I thought it was the best choice. And I still think it's the best choice, the best fit for our family, because our family comes first. I mean, there is not enough money they could pay us to give up on our family to take care of a foster child for them. So when I saw they were talking about school-age kids, and I told them that I don't want to foster school-age kids. Maybe when our kids are older, when they're out, because our oldest, he'll be graduating next year, and our youngest will graduate in another 3 years. So maybe when they are away in university, then we will have more time to put into another child when it comes to homework, and they have to go to any sports they want to. It just, we didn't want to overwhelm our family with another child with a lot of responsibilities. And today when we went, so before we left at that meeting last Friday, so they said, okay, we'll go and talk to our supervisor or whoever. So today they came and said, we talked to our supervisor, and we think that because you applied for adoption, which because of fostering, they advise us to either go to adoption or fostering because we couldn't do both. We had to put a hold on our adoption file. They knew that. So today she said, because you applied for both adoption and fostering, and both we asked for kids that are the same age, we don't think that is a good idea because we are working with the parents, working with the government, and we want the best, what's best for the kids. And we don't think it will be a best fit because you still want to adopt. I wanted to rip somebody's head because I thought, oh my God, 3 months ago, because of what you said, we put a hold on our adoption just so we could fostering. And I kept my cool. And while she was saying that, I said, okay, that's fine, that's good. I didn't show any emotion. I didn't cry or showing them how upset I was. I said, that's fine. I said to them, this is the best decision we wanted to make to our family. And I said to them, there is not enough money in this. We are not motivated by the money. I think they pay people something like $1,400 a month, or we never even asked because money was not the motivator in this process. So I said to them, and they know we were not doing this for the money. And she said, oh yes, we know you're not doing this for the money. I said, we want to do what is best for our family. We want to help the kids that are out there. They don't have enough foster parents around town to help them out. They have so many kids and not enough people to take care of the kids. So the word is, even on the radio, they are looking to open an orphanage to put those kids, especially babies. They do not have enough people to take care of them. So I said, we wanted to help. I just wanted to make sure that they know that we wanted to help. We were trying to help, not for the money that you're paying. You don't have enough money to pay us to sit home and take care of another child. Because when you think about it, we've been traveling to the Dominican Republic every summer for the past at least 5-6 years, and every summer we go for the whole summer. Even though when I was working, my husband was working, we were away for 2 months with our kids, just because the kids, they grew up so fast. We want to spend as much time as possible with them. And when we go away, we spend pretty much 2 months with each other at the beach and everywhere. And it's something we were willing to give up to help out. And if you want my help, you're gonna go with what I want to, So I said to them, that's fine. And she said, oh, if you want to adopt, I know you had your files for adoption and it's on hold. I said, we will do what we want to do, and on our own time. I didn't want her to tell me when to open my file and I was just so upset, and we just got up. And I asked my husband before I left, I said, what do you think? Because I didn't want them to see, even though they know that my husband let me make all the decisions. It's whatever I want. He will go with whatever I want. So I asked my husband, what do you think? He said, no, that's it. We're done. So just got up and left. I feel very upset. I'm not that sad. I'm not that sad because we didn't mess it up. We didn't do anything wrong for them to say that, it's not in the best interest of the kids or the government or whoever, for us not to foster. So I'm not sad because of that. It's their loss. I always say that in my life. I say, even with friends, people who turn sour on me, and I always say, if you don't, or you choose not to be my friend, it's your loss. That's how I always see things, because I say, you miss the opportunity to meet a wonderful, a fabulous person that I am. So it's their loss. We know that we have every resources that is possible to make a child succeed, as we've been doing with our kids. We're not the only one. There are so many fantastic parents out there, and we know we don't need anybody to say to us who we are. We know who we are. We've been doing the best that we can, putting everything aside to help our kids, to be there for our kids, to love our kids, and to support our kids. And that's what we were willing to do, to help and to give whatever a child out there is missing in their own family because of whatever is going on in their family. So we were willing to do the best that we could to bring up a child, even if it's for a year or 2 years, 6 months, 3 months, to do the best that we could for that child. But if the government thinks that we are not, that's not what they want, then that's fine. But I did not want them to tell me which category of child that I have to bring into my house. I can tell that I want a girl or a boy, 0 to 3 or 5 to 6, 7 to whatever. That is our choice, because we already have a family, we already have kids. We should know what will work best for us. So that is the end of our foster process. So we put this chapter to the side, and I am moving forward to what we're not sure. We are still TTCing, and adoption, I don't know yet. I told my husband we already have a lawyer we contacted before, and we can call her any day, anytime. And that's what I think. I said to my husband today, because he said, what's next? I said, let's just take it one day at a time. Let's just take our time right now, and if in a month or so or 3 we still feel like we want to move forward with adoption, then we'll call the lawyer and then we'll move forward. But what I know for sure, I will not go with public adoption through the government. We will not do that, because it's something that will take forever and ever. So if we gonna go for adoption, we'll go with the private route. It will be more expensive, but at the same time it will take less time. But for now, we don't know what we're gonna do. We may not, but I'm feeling very comfortable with what's going on right now. So I am not sad, but I'm telling you guys, with government, they are they always want you to jump through hoops for them, but they won't do the same for you. But you know what? Go to hell. I do the best that I can. If you want my help, fine. If you don't want to, that's your loss. So this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll keep you posted on what's going on. Thanks. Bye.